What's up, guys? So I've had the DJI Osmo 6 for just a little while now. Did a really in-depth video on it, comparing it versus the Action 5, this Osmo 3 I'm recording with, and my iPhone 15 Pro Max. But one thing I kind of wished I saw before I got it really was just seeing the physical difference between these two guys. Believe it or not, on paper, it's not much. It's just a couple of millimeters. This is literally 3 grams heavier, but just looking at it like this, you can tell it is larger. The weight, although different by only 3 grams, this feels almost like, I want to say fluffier. It's like less dense. Whereas this, because it's smaller and only weighs 3 grams less, which is basically nothing, it's got a really solid build quality in the hand. Feels like it's just like a little brick, basically, like it's dense. This kind of feels like they could have made it smaller, something, who knows. That's one thing I noticed. The bezels on the back also stand out, kind of make it seem like this should have been the body of the Action 5 and this should have been the body of the Action 6. I'm sure they had to make it bigger to get whatever they had to do in there, but just one thing I noticed. Another thing I noticed that's never talked about is the magnets on the bottom. This thing is a whole lot stronger. It'll grab onto metal with authority if you just stick it on there. Whereas this, it'll hang on there, but it's kind of like one of those things. You set it down and you just kind of cautious. Whereas this, it'll clack, clack, clack. Definitely a lot more magnetically powerful. Still no magnets on the side. That would have been clutch, but oh well, it is what it is. Another thing I noticed is the doors to open this. This guy here, you see it's a little map here, slides open. Whereas this one, you press it, you slide it down. They both are good and bad. This is kind of easier to do in paper where you can just do it like this. But if you are used to this and basically every other thing where you don't have to do a little maze, go down to the left and then slide, it's kind of confusing. Whereas this, you press it down. Again, it's harder, but it's more of a natural thing. Same with the battery door. You press it up, it slides up. This one, you press it to the side and then up. Just a little thing. The other thing that I appreciate as far as the physical differences of these is the actual lens mount or lens cover. This you can remove. You just grip it, it twists. This thing has a stupid, I don't understand the purpose of this little ring. I don't know how I haven't lost this, but I haven't. A lot of times I don't even have it on there. So with this, because of the micro lens attachment and then the field of view attachment and whatnot, you can pretty easily remove it. See, just right there, it's twisting off already. You don't want to take it all the way off. But with this guy, supposedly you can remove it, but I do not know how you're going to easily get that off without some kind of tool. Just something to note. One thing I do like about this is how it's a little stealthier. You just all black, even though it's bigger, being all black really helps it blend in a lot. So I wish they did that with the 5. They didn't. The other thing that I kind of find peculiar with this is even though it has the digital zoom that punches in, let me show you this, punches into 2x. Bam, 2x. That's cool. And it works better than this. But with this, you have 1x, 1.7, 1.5, whatever. You can kind of mess with it on demand, but this, it's all or nothing. If that's an issue or a benefit, that's for you to decide. One other little thing I noticed with the menu system, this guy actually shows a percentage. If you see, I don't know if it's in focus, but right there, it's at 90% charge. This one, can't tell. You just got the solid battery. There's nothing showing if it's, 75%, just the little line moves, but that's neither here nor there. That's a preference thing. I definitely prefer this. The other thing that's peculiar about this one is the microphone placement. If you see there, that little dot right here, and then there's one right there and one somewhere down here on the bottom. This is an actual speaker. This guy here has got 2 in the front and then one right there. So you know where they're at. It's easy to not cover them when you're recording, holding it like this. Whereas this, you're holding it like this. Look what you're covering. There's a mic right there. That little hole right there is the mic. So that's another thing to be cautious about. The battery or the speaker down here on the bottom is also something when you're reviewing your footage, you're holding it like that. Boop, you cover it. This got it up here. It's just like a little more natural. I don't know how to explain it. See how your fingers just rest down there? Whereas if it was on this one, the 6, your fingers rest down there, you cover the speaker. It's just a couple little things, quality of life things, but people never bring them up. I didn't see any kind of video on that. So I thought I would just share just the little impressions of the little small differences that might persuade you one way or another. And I only say that because after the pretty extensive testing I did with this versus this, the footage is not that much different. It's really not, sad to say. In low light situations, this thing prevails. It's definitely better, but not by a lot. This is basically double the price, at least $200 more than you can get this on a deal, which you can find if you look. That's one thing to think about. Because of the difference in price and the image quality is not night and day, sometimes just these little quality of life differences can make it or break it. Me personally, even though I do prefer the form factor of this, I find some positives with this. Again, loving magnetic stuff. I always wanted to basically have like a little base plate that I can put around here and make the back of it magnetic without a case, just kind of like how the Osmo Nano is. With this one, having the little tiny bezels, it's kind of hard to do, but with this, I feel like it's actually possible. Just some kind of like little snap back with like, just like a 3M sticky tape or whatever, just snap it on there. That way you can just stick it to stuff just like that. And you have yourself a nano type thing with the front screen, with the better image quality. You don't have to turn it this way or that way. I'm really hoping a third-party manufacturer makes one. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to rig something up myself. And I don't really think it's that hard to do. Just something that, if anyone knows how to 3D print, get on that. But, that's it. I just wanted to share a couple little things. I found a few little this and that's in the menu that are different here and there. But all in all, this feels like an Osmo Action 5S more than it does an Osmo Action 6, if that makes any sense. But that's all. I am actively editing the comparison video with all 4 cameras. It is a lot more work than I thought it was, but I'll have that up soon. Hopefully you guys check it out and learn a thing or two from it. And if not, hopefully you're entertained. All right, so that's going to do it for now. Until next time, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for lots more videos just like this. Here's that size comparison. See if you see it. Pretty notable difference. Doesn't seem like much on paper, but it's there.